Hi. Today I'm going to talk about sociopaths. This is a victim. She was killed, dead, killed, killed. And all these people have something in common. They were killed by the same person. And these are just 10 out of 36 people that were killed by a notorious man named Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy was one of the most famous sociopaths in the US. He killed 36 people that he confessed to, but according to IMDb.com, he killed almost 100 people, and he did confess to this on tape, but it wasn't used in a trial. And he escaped from prison twice. He was very smart. He had an IQ of 124. At the end, he was sent to the electric chair. But he didn't need a lawyer. He was very smart. He was his own lawyer, and he fought the trial for a long time, and he was killed 10 years after his sentencing. And he was the first man to be called a serial killer. Today, I'm going to define the traits of a sociopath. I'm going to talk about what a sociopath is, traits of a sociopath, and we're going to look at some famous sociopaths. First of all, sociopath it's a disease. It's an anti-social disorder, and that's caused by birth. It's not like something you get. These people are very dangerous, and they could manipulate people to doing what they want, and they don't know what's right from wrong in society, and they're very dangerous to our society and community. Okay, some of the traits we're going to talk about are they manipulative people. They manipulate people to believing what they want. They're professional liars. They can lie about anything. They can make up stories and they believe the story, so it feels like they're saying the truth. They don't feel guilt or remorse or shame. So when they do something bad, they think it's right. They don't feel anything bad about it. They have very good communication skills. They could talk to people in groups, and they could just talk easily with people, even though they're lying or they're just making you do something bad. They will be comfortable. They have very good confidence, so they just talk and you believe them. Another trait of a sociopath is they don't like authorities, and they always have trouble with authorities. A quick fact from IMDb.com, 75% of people in prison are sociopaths. They're very violent, they're aggressive, but mostly all of them have a substance abuse. They're kind of crazy in the head, so they're drugs. They're criminals, murderers, con artists, because they're really good at communication skills, and they know how to manipulate people, so that's a good thing they do. Bad thing, but something they're good at. Another reason is they have a good charm, and they're very smart. These people have a higher IQ than average people. Their IQ is much, much higher than the rest of us. They're very smart people. Since they're smart, they know how to talk, and they know how to use different techniques to make people believe them, and they're very smart. Another reason is they're incapable of love. since they have a really, really big ego, they only care about themselves. They're very self-centered, and if they do love someone, they only love them for what they want. So like after they get what they want from the person, they'll just either like abandon them or just kill them. Usually they have followers. These are people with low self-esteem. They think they're in love, or these people care about them, but they're in reality they don't care about them. These followers, since they're low self-esteem, they need someone with authority and power to control them, and that's usually where the victims come from. They only care about themselves, and these are dangerous people. Now we're gonna look at some famous sociopaths. This is one of the famous sociopaths that ever lived, Adolf Hitler. He was excellent as public speaking. He convinced a lot of people. He was the Nazi leader, which caused World War II. He killed about 6 million Jews, and he was very egotistic. Another person is Joseph Stalin. He was a dictator from Soviet Union. He killed his own people, and very bad person. This is a crazy person named Jeffrey Dahmer. He was from Milwaukee. He was a sex offender / murderer. He raped and murdered 17 boys. Yeah, he raped a lot of kids. This is Charles Manson, convicted killer. He was the founder of the Family, a hippie group he created with low self-esteem women that killed people in his name. He's very bad. Dean Arnold Corll, the Candyman. This guy is very famous. You guys heard about the van, or people kidnapping kids in a van? Well, he's the first person to start it. He used the van, and he offered free candy and free marijuana and alcohol for kids to lure them in the van. And he also would ask for them for a ride. They want a ride, and he would just take them home and rape them, kill them, and beat them. He usually targeted teenagers, and he was dead. And in conclusion, today we looked at what a sociopath is, which is a disorder. Sociopathic people are very dangerous, and there's 2 million of them in North America. And not all of them are dangerous, and this sociopathic behavior could be treated with medication and therapy. These people believe their own lies and make other people believe their own lies. And they're very intelligent people with good communication skills that can make you believe anything they want. And if you do know someone who's a sociopath, you should stay away from them and call it authority. They do not obey authority. They're very self-centered, so watch out.
JR?
Great attention device in the beginning. I was a little bit confused about the IMDb reference because, to my knowledge, IMDb is a movie website.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit confusing. I thought a lot of the slides used repetitive topics, such as they manipulate you to do one thing, they'll manipulate you to do another. So I think you could have combined the manipulation slides into one. I didn't really get a definition of what a sociopath is. I kind of just got a bunch of general traits, but those traits were kind of broad in that someone who manipulates, someone who lies, someone who is selfish, but those are just, everyone's done that.
I was going to say women would just say, guys.
Yeah. So I think you could just use a couple more definitions and terminology in terms like a medical aspect of it, as opposed to just general traits. But overall, it's great. I enjoyed the presentation. It was a bit different, but I enjoyed it.
Okay. I like the attention device. I just thought it should be your attention device. You start off with just telling us what the topic is instead of starting with the attention device. So that needs to be kind of in a reverse order, but I thought it worked pretty effectively. You do identify the purpose statement of the speech. There's actually a very good preview. In the body of the speech, I thought that you stuck to that structure. You're using the slides to make the transitions. A little too many bullet points, a lot of script information up on the slides. I think because you have so many images that you're showing us that it sometimes feels like, I've said before, that you are a side element of the speech instead of the main focus of the speech. So I think you need to do a little bit of editing there. I guess IMDb probably has some information about serial killers that they've made movies about. So maybe that's where you got that information, because it does seem a little inconsistent to me as well. I didn't hear a lot of citation about some of the information that you presented on, for instance, on the particular serial killers that you listed there at the end. I'm sure that there's, you got that information from someplace, the story about the Candyman and the Manson family, and early on at the beginning you had all that information about Bundy. I know that they've made, like I said, a film about Ted Bundy, and Charles Manson has been the subject of several films. But I don't know that I would go to the Internet Movie Database for information on sociopaths. It seems to me like there would be WebMD or PsychoMD or something like that. That's someplace that you would go for online for information about those sorts of things. I thought you did a pretty good job delivering, although you sometimes have the same tendency that a couple people have, is to, when the slides are up, you kind of turn and start giving your speech to the slides. Got to cut it short because we have one more person that we're going to try and get in here. So.